Hey guys, welcome back to Is It Tuesday podcast. I'm Chris Cavallari. I was about to leave the studio. I turned the ice maker off, but it had to get the last little drops because I need my ice before I leave. You know what's crazy? I'm like, it could be my iron. It could be. It could also be my grandmother. I remember visiting my dad's mom in New York, and we were walking through the market, and she like grabbed this big handful of ice and was eating it, teared it up, and I was looking like, ew. I was looking because it was the market outside. But anyway, I can't leave the studio without ice, but I couldn't leave today without recording. And I literally was like, I got here early today. I had a booking at the HQ. I had to get some orders out from the sale. I had a lot to do. And then I have to leave early because Goliath has his physical for his 8-year-old physical. But I was like, no, you're going to sit your ass down. I ain't really say it. Spirit said it. I was on Instagram. And it kept freezing and it kept like I couldn't like get the videos to play. Then I heard the audio and I wanted to do a reel. Then I wanted to do all the things but the thing. And I look good today. And I'm like, yo, you look good on purpose because you knew you were supposed to record and you knew you had things to do. And not to say, we put a little bit effort into what I do. I don't know what you do, but I put a little bit of effort into me when I know that my to-do list has something to do with me doing content, doing this, just staying ready, like being ready, like for anything, like just whatever, you just don't know. I don't like to say, dress what they say. What the fuck do they be saying? Like fake it till you make it. I don't believe in faking it until you make it. I feel like you need to be exactly who you see yourself as your higher self. Like dress like that, do the things that she likes to do. Like I believe in actually walking into in my like in what I envision for myself, right? So as I was getting ready today, I was like, yeah, who am I tomorrow and next week and next month and next year and 5 years from now? And I also think it's funny, I thought about my grandmother, but I also feel like when my great grandkids, my grandkids, my great 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 grandkids have my picture on their altar, I want them to be like, oh yeah. Because when I look at my grandmother, both my grandmothers, when I look at them in the pictures and I just see how they carried, I could just tell. You know how you could just smell a picture, like you could see something and smell it and you could feel it, and I just see the way that they carried themselves, the way that they took care of themselves, and I'm like, I really do come from a lineage of strong women. And no matter what they've been through, they handled that shit. They wore it like proud. Like you couldn't, like a lot of people, black people, they be like, you don't look like what you've been through. We don't know a lot of things that people have been through, but when you show up and you show out and you really put your best foot forward, that's a thing for me. It could seem vain or whatever, but you just walk different, you talk different when you feel confident and you're really taking care of yourself. If you went to the gym right now, some people like, I'm going to the gym, I don't gotta take a shower, bitch. You're not gonna feel right doing them squats. You're not gonna feel right doing the things that you need to do because you know what? You smell you. Like I really think that a lot of times people just assume that you're getting ready to whatever. It's about you. It's a feeling. Like when you feel good and you look good, you feel good, you do good. Like you really put forth that effort. That's why a lot of times you run into somebody in a store and they like, oh, they always shocked and surprised. Bitch, you knew other people was going to be here. This is general pop. And I always think about that time. Every time you go out, not with your teeth brushed, some of y'all do that. I ain't going to act like I never forgot to brush. I'm like, damn, I got right in the car. You might just be running around the corner. But you get in that car, you're like, you know what? I forgot to, you got to either get you a pack of gum or something. But either way, you always want to just be on top of your shit. You got to stay ready. And I thought about that and I'm like, yo, I got everything accomplished today. And I said, you know what? I got 30 minutes to sit down. I have 30 minutes to sit down because I was prepared this morning. I listened to the Hood Healer, Imani, last night or this morning rather, and it was like, listen, put that bonnet on before you go to bed, lay them edges down before, because you just don't know what the day may come, but you need to start planning for it. But yeah, so I'm ready because I got a lot of shit to do. But I said, let me sit down. And while I was driving to work this morning, I thought about something, and I was like, yo, I say this a lot, but I never really give like my thing behind it. When I have a lot going on, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I can get it done because of the training that God has put me through for the last few years. Like, it was training day, and I did not know I was training for this day. I didn't know why I had to endure the things that I had to endure, because it was like a pop quiz without, you just don't know. And when I think about how ready I am now, and I think about that on the other side of this, is whatever is waiting for me is already there. It's just waiting for me to catch up. It's waiting for me to clear out some space. It's waiting for me to show up in my full self. It's waiting for me to say yes to me. I always talk about being left for dead. And when I say that, right, and I pray that when my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren come and they ask me for help and I'm on the other side, that when they see my picture, when they see me, they know that I'm ready, right? And they know that I'm never going to leave them for dead. And when I say people leave you for dead, it's almost like, it sounds so strange, but just walk with me for a minute. We've walked past some things and we looked and we knew that we could just help. You see that lady with 6-7 bags, you just let the door close in her face. You knew you could have held that door open. You could have, a lot of y'all like to press the elevator when somebody else is coming because you don't like them. You could hold that elevator open. Those are the light things of it. Those are the PG-13 friendly versions of that. But there's also somebody right now that's thinking to themselves, yo, I could get this done. I could get this done if I just had more help. People are withholding help from you sometimes because you appear to be further than them, and you can figure it out. You can do it. They're absolutely right. You can do it. And right now you're in training day, and that's okay. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. This is like survival of the fittest. You may have been left for dead, but did you die? The beautiful thing about being left for dead is people really think you're going to die. People will leave you on the side of the road. They will see that accident. They won't call for 911. Some of y'all friends let y'all leave the party drunk, knowing y'all shouldn't be driving. Some of them intentionally like, oh, let's shots, let's drink. And then don't worry about how you got home. They assume, whatever, so I'm home, But there's people right now that you're dealing with, that you're connected to right now, that have left you for dead. And the thing is, your ass survived and you went back. I'm starting to think you want them to finish the job. I have been left for dead, and every time God has risen me up on the third day, I didn't go back to what had tried to kill me, tried to break me. I really get the lesson the first time. I don't want to burn my hand twice. You have to make sure when you're going through these lessons, you get it so you don't have to repeat it. You want to make sure you're ready, because the last time you ran into somebody and the last time you had, this random FaceTime, you just shuffling around. Be ready. There's a lot on my plate, and I'm so grateful that my cup and my plate is spilling over, and not just in one way. That I could really sit here and be like, all right, boom, I'm not panicking anymore. My nervous system is like, boom. I ain't even make no announcements about it, because when you put things out, you know how I feel about that now. But I haven't even smoked, and we know I like a little treat. I might have some wine here and there, but I've really started to sit in these feelings, sit in this, because you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You might be having too good of a time. You might be living too soft of a life still. You ain't been through listen, I'm not saying that you have to go through the trenches, but what I'm saying is you're going to have to fight a little bit harder. So all of that, doing this and doing that and doing this is escaping it, and then you get back to reality, and there's still a bunch of shit that you got to do. You got to get disciplined. And this season, it's about being disciplined, because God is going to give it to you, and you might forfeit it because you think you can relax. And I'm not saying there's going to be no breaks, because we know I like to, I am in a state of everything is coming towards me. But when it comes towards me, I can't just relax and not pick it up. I still have to do my part when it gets here. It's Tuesday. I got my to-do list done. I'm about to go take my son to his physical and see how tall he's gotten, and we about to do the thing. I am still working for the life that I prayed for. I just don't have to work as hard because I'm ready. I gotta go because, like I said, I got shit to do. But I was not gonna leave here today without sitting down, saying something, getting this message out to you. If you want to have a one-on-one call with me, you know that it's available. Don't forget, you can click the link in, I think it's in his bio. It's about to be in his bio, child. If not, I'll put it down there before this goes up. There's a lot of things that I'm tweaking and getting fixed, and just, life is always going to life, and I'm always going to roll with the punches. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.